only be left with one, but that's two squad wipes that's worked out in their favor. Will Johnny go for the heel shot? I think that's the best thing he can look to do. Loot up his opponents, get as many meds on board, play close to the edge of the circle, but mainly go for a heel strat. Man, it's going to be tricky for him to get a result out of this.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one. You know what? It's Sandhawk. You can snake it. You can just send to the bush, and we saw it many times happen. With Panda happened, it was also Destiny and other teams. It could happen as fortunately for Panda gets completely jumped on, and Na'Vi, that's going to be an extra kill to their name.
Oh, no.
Struggling so much, and VALDUS are going to be joining the party. Ida's going to be the next one to go down. Loka trying to get Powerful back on his 2 feet, but is at the end, not much can do. You're in the blue, and the tick damage of Phase 4 just does way too much against you. I think we're looking at the end of the Saudi Arabian team here.
Shame, because I want to know, like, how did they let Yala get ahead of them? Right, Yala disengaged away from VALDUS, and they were heading into the path of Yala, but they were behind Yala at that point. And for some reason, they ended up ahead, and Yala got punished. Slow rotations from Yala, and Sanhok has been their kryptonite in this one.
Seeming like it's time to smite for ZEUS. But Zombie's trying to cross over. The Blue Zone's doing a lot of work. Mexico will, at the end, be an extra casualty. Food and Salam gonna get spotted out. It's just a question of time. Unfortunately, as you said, there's not a lot of strong positions to play from, so the Blue Zone is going to be a big amount of trouble for some of these teams, as Abilene spotted out too, and that's it. Fnatic Zombies out in 12th. A little bit of a hard rotate, and we said it right. The more you delay it, the more teams already into the circle are going to have an easy time taking you down, so that's going to be a lot of kills in the way of ZEUS. Now there's only A1 that's in there with ZEUS 2, and there's literally nowhere to play from in this circle. All you have to play is going to be a little bit of terrain, some trees, some rocks. Other than that, you have nothing to play from.
One thing being in the circle, it's another one controlling it. Let's see if A1 can pull that off. They do have DS on one side of them, they have VALDUS on the other. One of the A1 players was knocked down earlier, but he got revived up. That will at least alert them a little bit. To Xavier on the western side, they've been so out of Camp Alpha, but they're going to make it work. Reject have 2 left in DRS. Man, they're going to be just coming into the circle now.
Yeah, that's it for Na'Vi out in 11th. Great shots from A1 all around. They got the only strong position to play from with the circle. There's a big chance it's not going to come their way until, unless I see one of the biggest shifts I've ever seen. But VALDUS know they want to try and take that fight. Xavier and also DRS are going to be pushing from the eastern side. That's not going to be an easy one to pull off. And there you go, the circle comes up, and it is horrible. It is horrendous for all of these teams. Everyone has to move in. Everyone has to fight to even just barely move from their respective position. This is a hard game on Sandhawk.
Also, last player, Myths, just went down. He was going for a heel shot. Johnny is doing exactly what I suggested as well. Has barely moved. He's healing up in the blue. So out of the 9 teams that are left, only 8 are realistically close to the circle. And that is a painful one indeed, as you noted. ZEUS, the closest team to it. VALDUS going up against the might of A1 with a cheeky third-party shot from a distance of ZEUS will slow them down a bit. But in that fight, they have gotten the body advantage onto A1 with 2 A1 players knocked for the time being.
ZEUS got to go downhill too. They got actually quite a few rocks on their way down, so that would be huge for ZEUS to play from. Just go in, scout, get the information, shoot, go from rock to rock, and that's going to be the game-winning opportunity for ZEUS to get himself in a strong spot. Though, VALDUS continuously trying to go for the assault onto A1, but they're struggling so hard to get the intel. While Luka of VALDUS Esports still alive, trying to go for a little bit.
It's true.
Get a lot of meds earlier. And might just sneak his way into the circle, but he took so much damage from the blue. 1 bullet from Icy, that's all he needs. Tries to go for the pre-fire, and that is going to be the shot connecting. That's it for Yala Esports, but unfortunately, Icy will be traded his life away. At 6 down below, will get a little bit of a sneaky backdoor opportunity. Sinister from A1 also trying to sneak in, but the Blue Zone, we said it, is going to be the downfall for most of the teams in this lobby. Only 4 teams currently remain as VALDUS, ZEUS, and Reject, and also the side of DRS from the POW trying to eke their way forward, but any one player from Reject stand is going to be Divine in a 1-on-1 versus Mafia Ninja.
Really not surprised DRS is still in this game. They are the highest scoring team inside these Sandhawk games, but it shifts towards VALDUS down the hill. Are they going to be able to deal with the might of Mongolia as they look on up above? 3 by the rock, but they have VALDUS in their sights.
I told you, we've got to rebrand it. It's VALDUS the Circle. That's how we're going to go from now on. They get it at the end of the game quite a lot, but you know what? Can they play it properly? Because ZEUS has got quite a lot of utility remaining, and I think that might be the downfall of VALDUS if they play their utility correctly. Divine spotted away and was able to actually get Duello back on his 2 feet, so that's huge for the Japanese team.
Yeah.
Mafia Ninja into the blues. He's got 9 first aid. If I win, I would heal off. I would not push away from that tree. That would be really scared to do so. Great nades from down below. Also, that's going to be Icy knocked away, and Martin actually will get the knock with that M4. Can they get the res in time? Duello will bite the dust, eliminated in 4th position for Reject. Still great position in that Sanhok is not really one of their best maps. That's just a question of time, and we know this is going to be all between ZEUS and VALDUS, which will be the team to stand on top at the end.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. If I'm being keeping an eye on the kill feed ZEUS, they could think it's a 4-man VALDUS.
Could be the case. Mongolia versus Thailand. I think that ZEUS has used so much utility, there mustn't be a lot remaining. Icy trying to go for the wide spray. Will get himself some nice damage onto 6. I think Ninja's still healing off. He must be down to 50% of his remaining first aid stack. He's hoping for the fight to break out, but I think, yeah, he's starting to walk forward. He knows that this is not going to be enough to really snatch away a 2nd place. I guess sneaky kill Huppen there, trying to jump on over. I think Ziola got the information above the rock, and he actually makes it in. Got to get a little bit closer inside, and Mafia Ninja does get taken down actually by the blue zone, so kill denied away from ZEUS. And now this is confirmed, minimum 2nd place for VALDUS and ZEUS. But man, VALDUS have been just so consistent hitting these top 3s. It's just so impressive, but can it turn it into another win? That's going to be the first knock coming out. Martin gets the head onto Aberley, blown right off. 3v2 currently happening while ZEUS have to push down here. It is so hard, and the pre-fires are just so easy to connect for VALDUS. Now it's down to 1 onto Ziol, and they get it